Hey guys, do a follow-up video. About 2 weeks ago, I bought this FLIR VP50 non-contact voltmeter. I did a little quick review in the middle of another review with some other tools, and I thought it sucked. I still think it sucks, but you know, I contacted FLIR, and I didn't think I was going to get anywhere. They didn't have anything on their website that, you know, gave me a form to contact this product group, the test measurement group. So I really didn't think anything was going to come of it. They had a generic question form on their website. FLIR, a big company, or a decently sized company. So I filled it out, and I really didn't think I was going to get a response. I got a response that day, actually, from an applications engineer, and he said that they thought within their service team that I had a defective unit, and that's why it was going off at such a long distance. He said it was too sensitive, it was outside of their specification, and that they were going to send me another one from the service group, from their customer support group, because mine was defective. So, one, they get big props for actually getting back to me. That was amazing, and I didn't expect it at all on a $30 consumer, I guess not consumer, but a $30 piece of measurement equipment, right? I really had no, no thought that they would ever get back to me at all. So they get huge props for actually even talking to me. So I got a box within about a week. You know, some person from the customer service team contacted me, got my address. They sent me a box, as I think is indicative of almost all customer service teams. They really had no idea what the problem was, this woman, which is fine. I guess that's how it works. She sent me two. I think she got confused about how many I had, but she sent me two. So they came the other day. I just haven't gotten to it. So they sent me two replacements. I don't need two replacements. Anyway, so I have two. So I thought what we do is try them out. Now we have a sample of three. I don't really buy it's a defective unit. I think this is their design, but let's find out. Let's try it out. Let me grab some masking tape or something. We'll mark this one as our original one. Redo the test. I have a plastic ruler that I've set up next to the same light panel switch that we used last time, and we'll retest the original ones, and then we'll test the new ones and see if they perform differently. Alright, I'll get set up and bring you back. Alright, so I got you guys set back up. This is that light switch, sort of 3-gang light switch we used last time. I got a plastic ruler here, so it's not going to interfere with anything. I've got it so 6 inches. This ruler's a little weird. It's for bolts, so it reads backwards. So I got 6 inches. Right where my finger is right where the edge of this wire is. So this edge is 6 inches away from this wire. This is just 120 volts. There's 3 switches here, 3 circuits here, but it's still 120 volts. And we'll check it out. So here's our original, and I got a piece of tape on there, and I'm going to mark this one 0. So this will be the patient 0 test case, and we'll turn it on. And then I got our 2 replacements here. We'll open up and try them out too. So let's do that first. So here's 0. Let's open these up just so I'm not playing any tricks on you guys. So I'm interested to see how these perform. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exactly the same. I really can't imagine it being that big a difference in their manufacturing that's gonna make this big of a sensitivity difference. Sorry about that, the boiler's going on. It's still butt cold here, but at least it's not snowing tonight. It's been snowing a lot lately, so I'll take it. Alright, so here's the next one. Flashlight works. Mark this one 1. And the other one. I hope you can hear me, the boiler in the background. There you go. There's a FLIR. Certificate of Conformity and ISO 9001 Quality Management System. So they put a QMS in place, I'm sure. I just find this funny. You know, I'm in an industry. I know what goes on for real. People see ISO 9001, you know, and they're like, oh, wow, that means you have good stuff. No, that's not what it means. It means you write down what you say you're going to do, and then you do it when you're audited. Hopefully you do it all the time, but it really doesn't mean anything, frankly. Maybe I'm just cynical tonight. Or all the time. Probably people who know me would say all the time. Anyway, I'm happy to be proved wrong. I just don't believe it when people tell me things. You gotta prove it to me. All right, we're marking this one too. Just make sure this one works. Nope. No, it does not. I don't think I had the cap on there all the way. There we go. Okay. So we got 3 of them now. 0, 1, and 2. This is the one from 2 weeks ago. 1 and 2 are from tonight, or the replacements they sent me. I love looking at serial numbers too, because you can learn a lot. So the 0 one, the one that from 2 weeks ago, has a later serial number than the other 2. The other 2 are a couple thousand. It depends how they do their serial number, but they're definitely earlier. So that's interesting. So let's see. Alright, 0. Here's our old friend from 2 weeks ago. Turn it on. I'm in the lower sensitivity mode, and it doesn't make a noise when it detects. It just vibrates, and this changes color. So I hope you can see that. So we'll just come here. I don't know, we'll line this up with the hole, and we'll start. Oh wow, it just buzzed. That's buzzing intermittently. It's flashing right now. So I'm 5.5 inches away, and it's going off. Again, that's useless. You have voltage somewhere within 6 inches? Great. I don't need to know that. I already know that. Alright, here's number 1. Turned on. What I said, the whole... Up. It's buzzing. Exact same place. 5.5 inches away. Again, useless. And, yes, I'm a cynical bastard, but I'm right. And I know that drives people crazy. Alright, here's number 2. I hope you guys can see that on there. Yeah, number 2. Oh, it just did a little buzz. 5.5 inches away. So, this thing about I had a too sensitive unit is complete and utter horseshit. Sorry. But it is, and I knew that was what it was going to be, right? This is a manufactured product, right? It's got a retail cost of $30. It's manufactured in volume. There's no way they're setting sensitivity levels or any other hokum that would make my unit, the first one, 0, perform drastically differently, inches different detection than another one. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't. And here we go. So, again, the FLIR VP50, useless. You can't detect crap with this, right? Yeah, you have voltage nearby. That's great. I already know that. What I really want to know is if a particular wire is dead or alive. That's when this is handy, right? So, for comparison again, here's my Fluke Volt Alert 1AC-A2. It's, again, 5 or 6 years old at this point. Okay? So, finger half an inch from that wire, that's when I tell if it's live or not. Right? And I can discern one side of this wire from the other. Switch leg is dead now. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll hand hold you. Sorry. Right? Switch leg is dead. Feed to the switch is live. Switch leg is dead. Switch leg is live. Switch leg is dead. That's useful. This is a useful tool. This is useless. And you know, the funny part, I don't think I went into this much last time, but go ahead and put in high sensitivity mode. Oh shit, how do I... There. It goes off right now. It's going off now. We're out in no man's land. I'm like 2 feet away. I'm out of the frame. It's still going off. Stops over here, just barely out of frame. Okay? There's no other electric around me. I mean, there's the lights on the ceiling. It's going off right now. It's going off. It's ridiculous. Useless tool. So I'm going to stick with it. FLIR, I'm sorry. Total thumbs down. Junk. It's just not useful. And tools need to be useful. Not only do they need to work, but they need to be useful. And they have to be designed to be useful, right? You have to understand the purpose of your tool. What is it going to be used for? As a designer, you need to understand that. The requirements need to specify that. If you're, you know, in a company like this, the designer didn't pick out these requirements. Some other group, project manager, whatever, came up with a list of requirements of what this thing had to do, and then the designers designed it to be that way, right? And then production comes in and makes sure it meets the design requirements time and time again in volume, right? That's how life works. The people who came up with the specs for this had no idea how to use one of these tools or what it was good for. So, sorry FLIR, the story that I had a bad unit, it's bogus. Now I have three useless ones, and I'll contact them tomorrow and keep you guys up to date, because I think it'll be interesting to see what they say, but I'm not going to hold out a lot of hope. Alright, we'll catch you guys later.